will test it whether it's working fine or not. See user ID. Just press enter. And what is the thing like /n fb 70. Just press enter. Oh, I just want to check like in fs00/n fs00. Just press enter. I want to check the GL account of the sales revenue. What is your code? What is the company code? BAJM, correct.
BHAL.
Very good. Yes. So if you see here in incomes, sales revenue, just select this and edit it and go to the control data. Just we have been given plus. Why? Because we are telling the system on sales revenue, whatever the amount is there, from that amount we are telling the system to calculate the tax, output tax. Why? Because we are selling. So we make sure this like just we want to check before posting OBBG setting, that is a tax procedure, which tax procedure is assigned. So this is a server system, no? Like so many people like us, like so many people are creating their own tax procedure and they will keep on putting. So if you see here ASTP 31 is there. Just I want to show you. If it is there means our tax codes won't be visible over here. So who is our customer? Just select this customer. Just before selecting this customer, just go to the company code and I just delete this and you can go with the BAJM and just press enter. If you see here customer, who is our customer? Just select this customer. Just select this customer. And if you see here invoice date, today's date I'm giving invoice date and how much the amount we are raising the invoice, we are giving the invoice amount 10,000 I'm giving here. And if you see here, the text is as usual what we will do could be in customer invoice. So the sales revenue will be same as like if you see here the sales revenue. And what's the amount? 10,000. And if you see here, just come down. If you see here, this is the tax part, like tax codes we have been created now. The percentage of taxes will be there. We'll see the tax part over here. Just this is the one tax code will just come. Yes, this is the tax code. So if you see here, there is no tax codes, no values found. Why? Because if you see here, our tax procedure is not there in India. So what we have to do, we have to make sure that our why the tax procedure should be ours. Under the tax procedure, we have been created the tax codes. So what is the tax procedure? BAJM. Just select this and save it. And if you see here, the Bajaj group, just press enter, save it. If you see here, now it will visible, I think. Yes. We have been created A0 as a 0% output tax and 9% of output GST and 9% of SGST. We have been B1, we have been taken. So if you are not being changed in OBBG settings to your tax procedure, so other tax procedures will be tax codes will be coming over here. So we should make sure that in OBBG settings, like as a tax procedure in India, whatever the tax procedures we have been created and conditions all the given, no. So we have to give the under the tax procedure. So we have to assign the tax procedure for the particular thing so that whatever the tax code you have been created under the tax procedure, it will be reflecting here. So we can select the tax according to the invoice. So we have been created the B1 and A0. The B1 is the tax procedure, output CGST and SGST. Just press enter. And if you see here, the text is nothing but narration. What's the narration? Control C and Control V. If you see here, we have been selected the tax procedure and calculate tax. We are asking the system to calculate the tax. Tax code B1 does not exist in company code BAJM. What is this like? Just select this. The company code is assigned to particular country and tax codes are also assigned to country. The tax code you have chosen has not been defined to country in which your company code has been created. Contact your system administration. B1 does not exist in the company code BHAM. So if you see here different tax code for your company code country customizing, these are the things. We are not been given this defined tax code for sales and purchases. So this is the path, tax calculation part, define tax codes for sales and purchases. financial accounting global settings, financial accounting, financial accounting global settings, and tax on sales purchase. And here the calculations under the define the tax code for sales and purchases. Define the tax codes for sales and purchase. What is happened to this? This is the OBBG setting only. Just we have not been created the tax codes, correct? So what we have to do, we have to create the tax code. This is the FTXP transaction code. So if you see here, just I want to give the B1, just press enter. We have been given for B1, right? It's not taking this. Uh, I will let you know. I want to close this. Why? Because in between we have been changed the tax procedure, no? So that's the thing. So you have to go with the fresh screen, FB70, just press enter and again, and just I want to close the things. All the things I want to close it. Just I want to sign into the system again freshly. So that why? Because I have been given the tax procedure to our country is GAGM. Just press enter. /n OBBG is the setting. So if you see here, go to the position IN, just press enter, VAJM is there. So it's good. Now what we are going to do, /n FB70 is the transaction code. And if you see here for VAJM, so who is our customer? Just select this customer, Ashmita Enterprises. His invoice 27, 21, 10, 2025. The amount is 10,000. Text is nothing but like being customer invoice posted. The GL account is sales invoice, sales revenue, sorry. So 10,000. Tax code you have to select over here. The B1 is there. I have selected the B1. Just use the text over here and just calculate tax. Yes. If you see here, what the system has been calculated the tax for 18%. 18% of 10,000 is nothing but 1800, correct? How it was been calculated on the sales revenue? Sales revenue is the 10,000 rupees. So it is telling that it has been calculated the 1800. So 1800 rupees minus. So what we have to do? We have to give 10,000. How we have to give? We have to add 1800 over here. So 1100, 11,800. Just press it becomes 0. Okay, so if you see here what we are going to do, go to the document, simulate it, just press enter. If you see here, this is the part. So Ashmita Enterprises, we are charging 11,800. Sales revenue is 10,000. On the sales revenue, we have been calculated the 18% means is interest rate 9% of the 10,000, 9% is 900 and 9% is 900. So we have been split it to two components, CGST, SGST. So here, if you see here, white color, gray, white color is there. Just you have to give the text over here. So this is the C9% CGST. And again, it's showing can go with the 9% as GST. Now you can save it. There is one item assigned to this. So if you get this type of error, so you have to read it. If you read this, there is no item category assigned to the account 4000 BHAM. The online document splitting is active in your system. Here, each document is assigned to accounting transaction variant and each document row to an item category. So what is the purpose? Like if you see here, just assign an item category to the this thing, classify the GL account documents. So here, if you go and see here, document splitting, so we have to deactivate the document splitting. So you just remove this document splitting and just save it. And yes, this is the one. So if you see here, it was been resolved. So again, we have to go with this thing. And again, I want to sign into the SAP by giving the user ID and password. Just press enter /n FB70 is the transaction code. And what is the, who is our customer? Just select this customer. This is the date, amount, 10,000. Text, bean, customer invoice receipt posted, 4,000, 10,000. Give the tax code over here, B1. If the tax code is not visible over here, your tax code which was been created by you have to go with the OBBG setting and you have to give your tax codes. Give the text over here and ask the system to calculate the tax. The tax is nothing but 1800. You just add in the invoice 11,800. Okay. Then what you are going to do, just press enter. It will become 0. Go to the document, simulate it. I will ask the narration. Go to the narration and give the narration over here. Just 9% CGST. Come back and give here 9% SGST. Come back. You can save it. The document number has been saved. 1002 was posted in the company code BAJM. Okay. This is the way to do it. This is the end user, completely end user task. BL 5N. Just press enter. Who is our customer? Just go to the customer, select this and execute it. If you see here, 1,18,000. If you want to see all the breakups and all those things, you can go and you can see accounting usually. Ashmita Enterprises is 1,18,000 you have been charged. In that, our sales revenue is 10,000. In that, like we have been charged the CGST output 9%. It is intrastate. Total 18% for this particular thing. So we have been split two things like CGST output and SGST output 9%. And it was been hit at the GL account 2004 and 2005. And is the debit credit posting key for the GL accounts. And this is the customer account as 01 is the debit posting key. So this is the thing.
So,
So document, yes,
so this might not be the data we have entered. This is showing 16th October. Amount was also 11,800. The second one from the top.
this is the one. Huh?
Yeah.
It is showing like that. Oh, this is the one. Correct. We have been done with this thing, I think so. Correct. Or else I have been posted one thing, I think so. Okay. Yes. Today's is this one. Like I've been posted on 16th. That day something issue has been came, no? So I have been checked with
Yes.
that thing and I have been done with it. So that day what happened is something has happened that day. I didn't remember. So if you see here, like hmm, 1 minute, I will let you know that thing also. So edit option is there, no? Go to the edit option. System will calculate the sales revenue, it will be splitting, but we want the particular amount, no? So you have to calculate tax on net amount, you have to put, okay? That date was not been there. So whatever the sales revenue part we have been given, that sales revenue has been taken into consideration 10,000. Within the 10,000, system is showing the CGST, SGST 9%, 9%. So here we have to calculate on the sales revenue on sales revenue and we have to add that tax amount on the sales revenue and the sales revenue will be different and what of the amount we have to charge to the customer, that's different, and we'll be splitting the that tax part like 19%, 18%, 9%, 9% we have been seen. So you have to make sure the tax, calculate tax on net amount. Okay, it should be put a tick
Okay.
mark. So here we have been done with the accounts receivable. So we are moving to the assets. Okay, shall we?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1 minute. I want to search this document where it is. Just like Not means like you know everything about the asset. Just for the recording, I'm going from the scratch, like what is asset and all those things. Just okay.
Yes, sir.
Is my screen visible, Madhuji?
Yes, visible, sir.
Yes. So, like asset means like several articles or items purchased by the business for the business use and not for resale are branded as assets. The assets can be divided into two categories. One is tangible asset and other is intangible asset. So, tangible asset which are visible and whose presence can be felt are known as tangible asset. A tangible asset further can be bifurcated fixed asset and current asset. Fixed asset means like asset which are fixed in character which help the business for the long time and which cannot be converted into cash easily are called fixed asset. Am I correct, Madhuji? These are all the things. Some
Yes,
basics
correct, sir.
like I'm brushing up. Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes.
example, land and buildings, furniture and fixtures or fittings, electrical equipment, plant and machinery, loose tools, freehold property, leasehold property, factory or workshops. These are few examples have been quoted over here and current assets. The assets which can be converted into cash easily are known as the current assets. They are also called as a fluctuating assets or circulating assets. So example, closing stock, sundry debtors or book debts, bill receivable, investment in securities, loans given to others, hand, cash at bank, etc. So intangible assets, assets which cannot be seen, which cannot be felt, and which have no physical existence are termed as intangible asset. Okay, example, goodwill, name and fame, patent rights, right to produce product, copyright, trademarks, design, patents, etc. Software. So here fixed assets, like we are talking about the assets, this is about the assets. So, for suppose if you are going to purchase any asset for the company, so it will be like we should calculate the depreciation. Why? Because we are using that asset for like by how we will be calculating the depreciation means like the how purchase of asset means like how much of amount you have been purchased. For example, 1 lakh rupees you have been purchased one asset, and useful life is like 10 years, and purchase of asset by useful life is equal to the depreciation value we can calculate. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So depreciation on fixed asset is 500. Depreciation on fixed asset is the loss of the business, and every loss will be debited. And there is decrease in the asset, and we apply what goes from the business on it. So asset account will be created. So depreciation account debit 500, fixed asset account credit 500. So if you see here the depreciation, the value of the fixed asset goes on reducing year by year because of wear and tear of effects of time. This falls in the value should be treated as loss or expenses to be considered before profit and loss is assigned. The value to be shown in the balance sheet must also be suitably reduced to continue to show it to continue. Okay, to continue to show it at the old figure will be outstanding the asset. Depreciation is usually computed on the basis of life of the asset. Okay, suppose a machine is 1 lakh and has a life of 5 years, then each year one-fifth of the cost to 20,000 should be treated as an expense. Only the remaining amount is to be shown in the balance sheet. The entry is like depreciation account to machinery account credit. So calculate the depreciation amount and it will be appears on profit and loss account debit side and it will be reduced from the concern asset. So this is about the assets. So first of all, if you want to purchase any asset, we have to do the configuration. So how the depreciation is calculated and all those things. So for that, what we are going to do is nothing but we have to do the configuration settings into the SAP. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So asset accounting in SAP system is used for managing and monitoring the fixed asset. In other words, asset accounting deals with the fixed asset from the date of acquisition to the end of the asset life in the form of sale, scrap, asset transfer, etc. So the transaction related to fixed assets are asset acquisition, asset retirement, asset scrapping, asset transfer, asset depreciation. So these are the things like end user transactions. If you are not done with the configuration settings, means end user can't perform the transaction. So what we have to do as a functional consultant of the respect to module F5, we have to do the configuration as per the business requirement. We have to do it. So we have to collect the information from the business and we have to do as per the business configuration. So what are the configurations you are majorly seeing here means like if you see here configuration steps. So if you want to go for the asset accounting, you can go with the ORFA. ORFA is the transaction. Only asset accounting you can see instead of going with the SPRO, IMG and submodule like asset accounting. So you can go with the ORFA. So you can do all the things. These are the steps we have to perform. Copy reference chart of depreciation, assign 0% tax code to company code, assign chart of depreciation to company code, and specify account determination key, create screen layout. What are those things? All the things we will be discussing. So if you see here, copy reference chart of what do you mean with chart of depreciations? As we have been seeing that list of chart of accounts is list of GL accounts. Likewise, only it is like a chart of depreciation means like list of. I think you have an idea, Madhuji. Chart of depreciations.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's a list of like depreciation areas. Correct. So as like if you see here, this is the depreciation areas has been mentioned predefined by the SAP. Some predefined is there. So we have to copy from that and we have to give to means like one depreciation area like is there chart of depreciation that is nothing but OIN means like for India if different countries it may varies but SAP has been given the different countries it has been given the list of this the list chart of depreciations. So we select our country as India and whatever the things has been given by the SAP, so we have to copy and we have to do as per your convenience. We have to rename it the chart of depreciation first step. So the chart of depreciation is nothing but list of depreciation areas. Depreciation areas means nothing but book depreciation, correct? Income tax depreciation. Likewise, few has been given by the SAP. So we have to copy and we have to rename it and we have to give the description that whatever the name we have been put. So we have to give that is a chart of depreciation for our name for our company code and we have to whatever the depreciation area we are calculating the depreciation like we are calculating the depreciation on chart of depreciation means which depreciation area you are calculating, so you have to make sure that and either it may be book depreciation and all those things I will show you. Okay, after that assign 0% tax code to company code. So whatever the tax code we have been created 0%, just we have to assign the 0% tax codes to our company code in the OBCL transaction and assign chart of depreciation to our company code. So how the system know that this is the chart of depreciation we are using? We have been copied, right? So we have been given the description and we whatever the necessary chart of depreciation we use to calculate the depreciation for the fixed particular asset. So we will put it. And other than that, we remove all the things. So what are the depreciation? What type, which type of a depreciation area for calculating the depreciation we will take from the business and we will do it. After that, what we have to, how the system know that we are using this chart of depreciation. For example, we are using book depreciation. So how the system will be knowing? We have to assign the chart of depreciation to company code. So these are the three steps. So what we are going to do is like we have to do the configuration to the SAP. So if you see here, I've been opening the document for you so that you will be understanding. So asset accounting means I've been told, no, what is chart of depreciation? Chart of depreciation is the highest organization element in asset accounting. It is nothing but list of depreciation areas. And what do you mean by depreciation area? Depreciation area means how we are going to depreciate the asset in our books. It can be a book depreciation or tax depreciation or other type of depreciations. The chart of depreciation is at what level? Is it company code level or client level? Is it client level? Why? Because like he will decide that how he is calculating the depreciation on which areas. Okay. So this is what we have been doing, right? If you go and see here, copy reference chart of depreciation or depreciation area. So as I told you, you can go with this path like SPRO, SAP reference IMG screen and all those things, or else you can go with the ORFA transaction. So asset accounting submodule, what are the configurations you need? So that will come into the picture. So what we are going to do is nothing but ORFA you can go, or else you can go with this particular path also. I will show you. Both the things I will show you. Just press enter, and here you have to give the user ID and you have to give the password. Just press enter. If you see here, the slash n SPRO. Okay, just press enter. IMG reference, and if you see here the path which was been mentioned in the document, just refer this and you will be knowing. So SPRO IMG financial accounting, mm, asset accounting. In asset accounting, organization structure, and if you see here, copy reference chart of depreciation areas. This is the one. Okay. So, or else if you want to go with the transaction code, only like if you are going to do the configuration for the particular asset accounting over, if you just go to this and you will go into the particular screen asset accounting, go to the organization structure and copy reference chart of depreciation area. Just execute. So these are the three steps I have been mentioned over here. Copy reference chart of depreciation. First of all, you have to double click over here. Just copy this. How you will copy? So if you see here, SAP has been given for the each and every country. So for our country, OIN, sample chart of depreciation for India. We are copying from this and we have to put our name BAJM I'm giving. And just press enter. Ignore this message. And do you want to transport the number range? Just check with this. No. Got to go with the no. And no. Hmm. Now we have been generated our own transport request. So chart of depreciation OIN copied to BAJM. Yes, we have been copied. If you see here the chart of depreciation OIN selected object completed activity is nothing but we have been copied from OIN copied to BAJM. So just press and back arrow, specify the description of chart of depreciation. Second one we have to give. So go to the position. What are the chart of accounts you have been copied? No, BAJM from OIN. So just select this, and it was been chart of depreciation for India has been came. Just give your description that chart of depreciation BAJM. Okay, just press enter and save it. It will be generating transport request. To the transport request, it will be stored in the database. Again, come back and copy delete the depreciation areas. Just select this, press enter. Chart of depreciations in OAN, these many depreciation areas are there. We have to take the business, like as per the business, we have to take into consideration and we have to go for the particular thing. So casually we go for the book depreciation and we accept the book depreciation. We select all the line items and we have to remove this. So if you see here, which accounting principle we are giving, IFRS for suppose, can give IFRS. Just press enter, yes. So what we have to do, just we have to save it. We will be generating the, just this, we have to save it. Up to here it is clear, Madhuji?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you see here, we have been done all those things, three steps we have been done. Now we are going to do some assignment. This chart of accounts belongs to our company code. We have to assign. So how to assign that particular thing you will see here. We have to create creation of zero tax code. So we have to create one 0% tax codes. So we have been created yesterday, like day before yesterday, like previous class, FTXP is to create the tax code and IN India. And if you see here, V0 I will create V0 for the input. So we have been created the V0 also for a company code. Yes, we have been created. So what we'll do, we have to assign that particular thing. So OBCL is the transaction code that have been created and assign the zero tax code to the company code. So if you see here, /n OBCL is the transaction code. Go to the position and country BAJM. Press enter. Input tax is V0, 0% tax code, and output is A0. Save it. You come down, uh, you have to assign it. Uh, Next step is nothing but like assign the chart of depreciation to company code. OA, OB is the transaction code. /n, OA, OB, press enter. Just press enter. If you see here, go to the position, give your company code BAJM, just press enter. BAJM you have been defined over. Just press enter and you have to save it. Yes, you have been assigned it. Okay. So we are telling the system that this company code is we are using the chart of depreciation, means chart of a chart of means depreciation area is nothing but book depreciation. We are telling the system to calculate the book depreciation for the particular company code. So now it was been done. After that, what we have to do? Account determination. What do you mean by account determination? Okay. Account determination is there. No? Hmm. What is account determination asset accounting and what levels it is? Accounting we do it in A090 is the T code. Here we assign the GL accounts to flow data automatically respect to GL account based on the nature of transaction, like for acquiring, for sale of asset, loss on sale, gain on asset sale, and for accumulated depreciation, etc. This account determination we assign it in asset class. So first of all, what we have to do is like we have to determine the this thing. We are determining the account determination is nothing but we have to determine which type of asset it is like. If you see here, the transaction code is AO90, I think so. AO90, correct? Here is not given, no? 1 minute. Transaction code, it was been written over here or not? No. Okay, we'll go by the path. Just, just I want to pull this and we can go with the path. Just ORFA. ORFA is a accounting, asset accounting. In asset accounting, organization structure, in organized structure, what we have to do? So asset accounting, organized structure, asset class is there. So asset class, in asset class, specify account determination, create the screen layout rule, define the number range intervals and define the asset class. So if you want to define any asset class, means classification of asset, for example, I'm telling, execute it. So if you see here, this thing is there. Just go to the details. We have to give the account determination, we have to give the screen layout rule. So that's the reason what we have to do is like we have to create first a specify account determination. So we have to see is there any T code? As a class and specify account determination or G2. Okay. So you have to execute it. If you execute it, go to the just refer this document. If you see here new entries and you have to give the account determination over here. Or else you can copy also, or you can go with the new entries. I'm giving BA, BAJ P&M means like for a Bajaj, plant and machinery. This is nothing but plant and machinery. Plant and machinery for Bajaj Motors. Likewise, you can create how many is there. You can aggregate VAJA, vehicle and maintenance. BAJ Bajaj Motors. That is VAJM. You can write it the company code also. You will be understanding. BAJM. You can give here BA, BAJ, vehicle and maintenance, and you can give the hardware and networking. Which can you can give hardware and network. Okay. You can give how many classifications are there. We can give all those things. So the business will give these details. So you can save it. And this is the way to determine. So if you see here, we have been finished this step. And the screen layout rule. What do you mean by screen layout rule? Screen layout rule. Screen layout rule in asset accounting, what it calls. Screen layout rule is an asset accounting control the fields of the particular asset master. So we have to create one screen layout rule. It control the asset master. So how to create it? So you can go and you can see here. This is the part asset class create screen layout. Come back. Yes, this is the next step we have to follow. The screen layout rules also we have to mention. How we have to do? Just give. First of all, we have to copy like anything as 2000 is a general machine, and you have to give your own screen layout. 2000 which was been given by the SAP, so you have to go with the 2000 is pre-delivered by the SAP. Within that, you have to copy and you have to rename the screen layout. The screen layout control the fields which appears in the assets, fields which appears in the asset master. So if you see here, just copy this and rename the screen layout rules. So you can give like same BA, J, P and M. It won't take that money. BAJP. Just you can give the which is screen layout tool for uh, plant and machinery. Screen layout tool for P and M. Plant and machinery underscore for BAJM. Just like you can give it. BAJM. No, it's not taking plant and machinery for. Just 1 minute. SCRN layout for plant and machinery underscore BAJM. Okay, likewise, just press enter, number of copied, and you can save it. Likewise, how many screen layout tools for each and everything, like what you have been determined, you can go and you can do it. Just I'm going for the plant and machinery. You can create the vehicle and maintenance, and you can create the hardware and networking likewise. So if you see here, this has been completed. Next, we are going to create the define number range intervals. So we have to give the intervals, like how the system asset, if you have been created one asset means it will be generating the asset number from number range which has been provided by you. So how it will be AS08 is the transaction code, or else you can go with the path, come back, and if you see here, what's the thing like number range AS08. So come down. AS0 is the path slash n, AS08 is the T code, and give the company code BAJM, and just go to the intervals, and you have to give the interval over here. So how it was being given? So if you see here, you have to give 0 1 0 1, and you have to give the the number which was been provided was how many assets they are going to create. They will give the business will give you the all the details. So you have to save it. Just save it. This is the one. So if you see the asset classes like asset when you are going to create, it will be generate the asset number from this number range which was been provided by you. So if you see here creation of asset class. So how to create the asset class? The transaction code is OA. Or else you can go with the path and go with the transaction code slash and OA. Just press enter. If you see here, OA is the path we have been transaction code. If you see here, what we are going to create, we are going to create the new entries. We are going to new asset class. How the asset class? We are classifying the asset like. How we are going to classify? Just see in the document. If you see here, the plant and machinery I'm giving. Just I want to go with the BA, J, P and M. I'm going means plant and machinery. So if you see here which asset class it is, you have to specify the plant and machinery. Just give the company code. And account determination what we have been given BA, J, P and M. So same I am giving without any confusions. So screen layout rule which we have been given screen layout rule BA, JP. On number range 0, 1. We are telling the system that when we are going to create any asset under this class, it has to be generated the asset number from this number range. So you have to put the inventory data including asset. Put a tick mark over here. If you see here, no AUC for summary management of AUC and all those things is like if you see, just everything is quite common which was been there. You have to follow the document and you have to fill up the details and mention above and you have to use the number range and you have to save it and you have to save it. The transport request will be generated and will be stored in the database. Till now what we have been done, we have been copied the this depreciation chart of depreciations and we have been made we have been given our name and we have been like what are the chart of depreciation area we are calculating for the depreciation of the asset we have been taken into consideration and we have been done with this all the things. Now what we are going to do is nothing but we have to create one by one GL accounts. So if you see here what are the GL accounts we have to create, for what sake we have been created the GL accounts. Okay. The GL accounts has to be created like plant and machinery under asset account group, reconciliation account, short key 018, this field status group 067. Like that, we have to create the seven these things. So why we have to create this GL accounts means when the end user has to do the an acquisition of the asset, purchase of asset. He just simply purchase the asset and system has to trigger the GL accounts which was been created by us automatically. So we will be assigning the GL account with the respective things. So system has to calculate the depreciation about the according to the depreciation area which was been given by us and what are the depreciation area we have been given and what is the depreciation key means which type of depreciation we are going to calculate for the particular asset. We assign all those things then the system will calculate and it will be showing the depreciation amount and automatically whenever the end user is doing this thing the depreciation calculation means like a month and every month and he has to pass the depreciation, so he just run the depreciation for the particular asset system automatically generate the accounting entry and it hit the P&L account. So if you see here 1 lakh rupees they have been purchased one asset, useful life is 10 years, means every year 10,000 is the depreciation has to be calculated and every year 10,000 has to be depreciated and it has to be reduced on the balance sheet item, correct? Asset side. So for every year means per monthly we have to calculate accumulated depreciation month on month means like the users keep on running the depreciation run by the month end. Month end means the 30th or 31st of the particular respective month they will run. The system will calculate whole depreciation, but we have the users will be running the depreciation for month on month accumulated depreciation and whatever the 1 year completed the amount for support 10,000 it has to be reduced in the asset side of the balance sheet. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
This is the thing. So Here we don't do anything else. We do the configuration and we set all the depreciation areas and keys, how much of percentage and all those things. What are the methods we are generally following and all those things we'll give, and we'll fix to the particular asset class. Whenever he is purchasing the particular asset under the asset class, the system has to be calculate all the things, how many years and all those things, and it will show it. And after that, what he will do, end user, like he keep on running the depreciation done on month end activity. So it automatically generates the accounting entry. That's the main thing. So we will do the configuration in tomorrow's class, like in FS00, these many GL accounts we have to create. Why we have to create means like it should hit the GL accounts. For suppose depreciation account has to be has to be done the accounting accounting entries we have to see. If you are not creating the GL accounts, we are not assigning with respect to things means how the system will calculate, but while simulating how the system will hit the GL account. So these are the GL accounts: plant and machinery, or else we can get it a vehicle and maintenance, or else we can take it a hardware and network. So that for the one thing I am taking. So accumulated depreciation on the plant and machinery, asset sales. So if you are going to sell the asset, so how it will be triggering of while selling the asset, whether it may be you are getting the profit or loss, how the system knows based on the value of the asset when you are going to acquire. So when you are being sold, what is the difference amount? It automatically hit the profit or loss, like that, like loss on asset sale, loss due to scrapping, depreciation. These are the things like we are going to create the GL account and we have to assign these GL accounts onto the account determination part. So that is nothing but if you see these are the things we have to go and we have to do in tomorrow's class. And if you see here, whatever the GL accounts we have been creating the assign of the accounts for the automatic posting. So automatic posting means like when the user is acquiring the asset, purchasing the asset, and the system automatically calculate for the particular asset which was been assigned by us, what are the percentage useful life, and it will be showing automatically the depreciations like a useful life and all those things it will show year on year. And what he has to do is nothing but month end activity he has to perform, and it should be debited in profit and loss account, and completion of the 1 year it should hit the whatever the amount is there like 10,000, it has to reduce in the balance sheet item and asset side. So keep on decreasing year on year. And now how many useful lives is there? After finishing the useful life, the asset value should be become zero. Are you getting? Yes. So tomorrow's
Yes, sir.
class we start from here, creation of GL accounts. Please do remember so that we will be doing tomorrow's class. In tomorrow's class we will be creating this GL accounts. Okay,
Oh,
that's all for today. Anything else do you
okay.
want to ask?
No, sir, no, sir.
Okay. I'll send this recording as well as the document also. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.